President Biden puts his comment last night about garbage.
Listen, I think that, first of all, he clarified his comments.
Do you sympathise with any voters who do feel offended by or insulted by the garbage company?
I am running for president of the United States. I will be traveling to 3 states today to do what I have been doing.
Okay, you heard that. Vice President Kamala Harris, first her answer to is, basically saying, can you sympathize? She was asked, can you sympathize how Biden's insulted half the nation? Can you sympathize with those voters? She said, I'm running for president. Then she claimed he clarified it. The White House altered the transcript. It's on audio. He called them voters garbage, the voters for Trump. And then she's distancing herself from this. It was a mess of a day for the Biden White House and Kamala Harris's campaign. Let's bring in former Treasury Secretary for Public Affairs, Monica Crowley. Monica, what do you make of all this? We've got reports that Kamala Harris's aides and her staffers are really angry about this. Then Biden is mad at Kamala. This overshadowed Harris's speech at the Ellipse last night where she was attacking Trump.
Yeah, I mean, her big speech on the Ellipse last night, Liz, and by the way, she chose Washington, D.C. for this big final speech. Notice she didn't go into any of the swing states. She didn't deliver the speech in Pennsylvania or Michigan or Wisconsin or Georgia. She chose Washington because that is the only place where she can actually drive a crowd. In this speech, she meant this to be her closing argument. And Joe Biden, her boss, stepped all over her last night by making this comment about more than half the country being garbage. So there's some speculation, Liz, that Joe Biden is actually deliberately torpedoing her campaign and is actually going to end up voting for Donald Trump. I don't know if that is true, but this was an abject messaging disaster on the part of Joe Biden, the White House, Kamala, and then her campaign today trying to clean it all up. This is not what you want to see from a campaign going into the final days. I mean,
why make a speech in front of the White House? It links her closely to the Biden White House. She's been the incumbent vice president for 4 years. When voters go into the booth, don't voters say, what are you going to do for me? And they think about the cost of living, feeding their families, putting gas in their car. They see the border collapse. We're seeing double-digit inflation in all of the swing states. But she said the word Trump 24 times in a half-hour speech. And then she fabricated and made up what Trump's policies are. Look at her false claims that, Trump wants a national sales tax. He's going to restrict access to birth control. All of that is fabrication. All that is lies. Final word, Monica.
Yeah, it's all totally false, but she has nothing else. I mean, when she was asked whether or not she would change a single thing over the last 4 years, where she's been the #2 highest office holder in the land, she said, no, I really can't think of anything. The American people see an abject historic catastrophe under Biden, Harris, Biden. So the idea that she can run on her record, she cannot. So the only thing she's got left is attacking Trump. And you know what? It's not working. Nothing is sticking. The American people want to change, and they want to go back to the successes of President Trump.
Okay, Monica Crowley, wonderful to see you again, Monica. Thanks for joining us.
You too, Liz. Thanks.